So I'm stopping the 36 eggs a day diet. However, it has been excellent.
Jungle.
So guys, yes, I am stopping the 36 eggs a day diet experiment, and I'm going to tell you why. As I took my update video for the second week, I was still not happy with the visual progress, and my progress physically, performance-wise in the gym had slowed down quite a bit. I was looking fairly flat, still about as lean as I was before, not super lean or anything. And for the results I was getting, the effort required was just not worth it, to be honest. I mean, when it comes to the cooking side, there's not a lot of cooking, so it's fairly straightforward. It's simple. You have an egg drink, you have meat and vegetables, you have another egg drink, you have more meat and vegetables, and you have another egg drink. As far as simplicity goes, it's great. But my God, was it boring. So boring. I was craving food that I never craved, not because I needed it for calories, but because I was so bored. I think my taste buds were screaming at me to have something different. And you know, I'd have beef instead of chicken, and you know, you would do these things, but it's not worth it. You miss food. And the second gripe with it is, wow, diabolical farts. Honestly, oh my God. I almost sent myself to sleep on the couch. Honestly, it was so bad. What led me to stopping as well is I did a small experiment within my experiment. The following day, I had a full carb day. I decided to not go crazy with the carbs, but I had as many carbs as I'd had the entire previous week in the one day, then proceeded to then do a workout the following day. And I felt huge. I pumped up massively. I was strong, I felt big, I felt full, and I decided for the next few days after that to cycle carbohydrates on and off meals. So I'd have a meal that was full fat, full protein, and time my carbohydrates on days that I was training. So I would have, you know, one full meal that had higher carbohydrates, followed by a banana before my workout, carbohydrates and protein after my workouts, and then I would maybe have a little bit of carbohydrates after that, but it would be mainly more higher fat and higher protein meals after that, following Vince Girondas' sort of way of doing it. And I found that was more effective. So what I did learn with the experiment was what I kind of knew already. It solidified it, that your body requires all types of nutrition. It needs carbohydrates, it needs protein, and it needs fat. Now you can argue that your body can survive without carbohydrates. I get it, but will it work to a high level or a high degree? Not really. It would do much better with carbohydrates present. We're not talking about how to survive, we're talking about productivity, workout performance, workout recovery, and overall, how is your physique going to look? And with carbohydrates, it looks a lot better. I took a results video after the high carb day and then following the workout just to show the difference. I took a screenshot from the end of the second week update, and then it was 2 days later was the next video I made just to show the difference. And I took a screenshot of both, and here they are, and you can see the difference. It's massive, it's huge. Now, at the moment, I'm not trying to build huge amounts of muscle, but I do want to feel full, I do want to feel strong, and I do want to feel my workouts are improving. Not only that, in fact, I'm a few more days into it now, and I'm actually leaner. Like my belt is on, I'm on the last loop of my belt, and I found myself this morning looking for a hole that didn't exist. So no, I think having the carbohydrates, my body is just working more efficiently. So what I'm going to be doing from now on, which is not going exactly the way I was perhaps too dependent on carbohydrates before, but I am going to be timing carbohydrates around training and away from that, I'm going to have more meals that are perhaps fat and protein only, with vegetables and things, and time the carbohydrates around training, and just see how my body reacts to it. So far, it's been great. So part of me is a little bit disappointed that I'm not going to finish the challenge, but it's through choice and not through necessity. I feel that, okay, I've given enough of a chance to see whether it's for me, and unfortunately it just doesn't work that well for me. But hey, we gave it a shot. I still have plenty of eggs left, so hey, I'm still going to be having eggs. What I am happy about is by trying the experiment, it's got me to incorporate eggs back into my diet, which for no reason I hadn't been incorporating into it, and I feel eggs are a great source of food. So I'm still going to be having, one of my meals each day is going to be 8 whole eggs, which I think is plenty. I think 36 is, I know there was the study showing the burn victims and that they incorporated 36 eggs a day and that their cell repair was quicker and so on, but unless you're a burn victim or unless you're like recovering from surgery or something, you don't need that many. In order to get the precursor hormones that Vince Girondas talked about, having the cholesterol and the fats in the eggs, I don't feel you need 36 for that. I think 6 to 8 eggs is plenty. I can get that in the morning or some other time, and I'm going to see how I get on with that. I think it's going to be good. So guys, thanks for following along with me with this experiment. Is it something you want to give a try? Give it a shot. Let me know in the comments how you're going to try it. Maybe do your own little video about it. But until then guys, we'll see you in the next video.